Thank you. Go ahead. What up this morning? What's good? Appreciate the pull up. Just cleaning up a couple things. What up this morning, y'all? Just making sure a few things cleared up. Thought it'd be quiet about now, but guess I was wrong. What's good this morning? Come on, man. Goodness. Y'all want to know why we and the generations after us messed up? Because their goddamn music. That shit terrible. Y'all think crack messed up neighborhoods. That music did just as much damage, if not more. Morning, people. A few things on my mind this morning I wanted to share. Be sure you make sure you listen closely. What we have here is a system set up for dummies. And we all been a part, we all played a role, and we all still do play a role. I play a role when I see this type of stuff I'm about to show y'all and just say, these people grown, they'll figure it out. And other people play a role just by accepting it, not even questioning nothing. But what I'm about to show y'all here is just a glimpse of what y'all got coming and a glimpse of what we are to our rulers. Check it out.
Look at this bridge that I showed before. You see a cop come into play here and rubbing blood on these so-called victims with this bombing. Take a look here. As this man, he lifts up the shirt. I don't know if this is supposed to his girlfriend or his wife. Pulls up his shirt. Absolutely no blood. Take a look. Pulls up a shirt and shows nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now look at this cop here. As I stated before, he shows up at the scene. He's covering his left hand with his right. And what is he hiding? Let's take a look. As this one cop is pushed down, told to stay down. Here it is. Now watch this. In Centennial Olympic Park. Again, this cop, the same cop that was covering his left hand with his right. What do you see? All that fake blood. And what is he going to do? He's going to smear it on this crisis actor. Take a look. A little bit obscured there, but right there, he's rubbing blood on the so-called victim. And what does he do? He goes running off to apply some more fake blood, more Hollywood blood on more crisis actors. Why is this pertinent? Why is this important? Just again, to show how they're controlling this matrix, this fear campaign on the public. So in this case, like all cases, you have the people behind the scenes pulling the strings, you have the media, and you have the police all working together against us. Clear as day. And there he goes, running off to rub, again, more blood on more victims. So, again, what it all comes down to, with this quote by Dennis Healey, former UK Secretary of State, world events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is due with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those that hold the purse strings.
So what we have is the 96 Olympics. And like a half and half. Half regular coffee and half cappuccino. You know how you did the cappuccino? Only fill it halfway. You put regular coffee the rest of it. So now that was the 96 Olympics. What you need?
About to be a tough people. I don't have 3 cup holders. We got 2 servings.
They got a cup holder in there. So you have an event as big as the 96 Olympics, and it's a bomb, right? Hey, what's up, Tanya? Good morning to you. And it's a bomb there. So to make the people be in fear and to show it was a bomb, they hired crisis actors to pretend. Remember what I've been talking about, y'all. Everything gonna tie in together. You don't need the whole team. You just need a few good players. So you didn't need everybody at the Olympics. All you need out of those, out of a million, is a couple hundred to perpetuate a lie, to make it seem real. Was it an explosion? Apparently, because everybody heard, at least the people we heard on the news. But we just seen there a guy rubbing blood on people. Like, wow, that was 96. But I got a little bit something more recent for you to check out. You did. I think you'd be interested in. Because it's what they want us to see. Nothing is done by mistake. Nothing is done by coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So let's see. Let's see something else. That video was brought to us by RV Truth. He brought that out the bag some time ago. Oh, hold up, y'all. Let me get back to my. Yeah. He brought that out some time ago. Helped us to see what was going on as far as the hoaxes was taking place, and that was one of the biggest hoaxes of our time, the 96 Olympics. But let me introduce y'all again to Conscious daughter. She got a little something she wants us to see. And once again, YouTube, those of you that's working, those agents, I do have permission by the content creator to show and do commentary on this education. Let's hear.
Y'all, why do UN declares war on dangerous conspiracy theories, which is us, talking about the world is not secretly manipulated by global elite? Well, obviously, yes, the fuck it is. What y'all doing all this for? Y'all, this shit is for real. It's talking about the United Nations has declared war on conspiracy theorists, describing the rise of conspiracy thinking as worrying and dangerous, and providing the public with a toolkit to pre-bunk and debunk anybody who dares to suggest that world governments are anything but completely honest, upstanding, and transparent. Man, quit playing. up, y'all. It said the UN also warns that George Soros, the Rothschilds, and the state of Israel must not be linked to any alleged conspiracies. They have declared war on us, bro. And it says UNESCO has teamed up with Twitter, the European Commission, and the World Jewish Government to launch the campaign dubbed #ThinkBeforeSharing. Stop the spread of conspiracy theories. Wow. They said that we got to keep George Soros, the state of Israel, and the Rothschilds out of our fucking mouths. They said that. And this came out this year, this month, like a couple days ago, August the 3rd. Like, what the fuck? How come ain't nobody talking about this? This shit is serious. The UN declares war on dangerous conspiracy theories? Man, what the hell? And y'all ain't just declaring war. Y'all been declaring war. We been getting attacked all kind of ways on these fucking social medias. And what the fuck is a conspiracy theorist anyway? And conspiracy theories is a word that y'all came up with. Some bullshit that y'all came up with so that when people tell the truth about shit and speak up, nobody won't believe them. And it's like shit is happening back to back to back this year. Y'all need to go check this out, man. Please look into this, because this is some straight up bullshit. These niggas have really declared war on us, all of us. Anybody who speak about anything truthful, they just declare war on us.
Yeah. And that's why I tell you, you know, I see people start their channels up. Very few people out of the masses that want to tell some truth, that start to notice some things that don't look right, that don't feel right, and they open up channels talking about these things. On YouTube and a lot of other social sites, you'll find out that a lot of the celebrities were deceived into the way of their way of living. You'll find that out. You'll find it out, you know, because the truth at the end of the day is written in all of us. All of us bear witness to the truth, even when you don't admit to it, because your body has the truth encoded in it. You know, we're duplications of the first humans. So us in itself, you examine enough about the human body, it gives enough evidence of a greater designer. So, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's going to know the truth. And some people that find the truth out, it bubbles out of them. They try to keep it quiet for years and can't. And they figure out a way to get it out. See, what we talk about on here is toxic stuff that's not good for your body, stuff that don't sit well on your stomach. When that happens, your body automatically have defenses. It throws the toxic out of your stomach, you know. It gets the toxic out of there, whether it's from the front or the back. Take your pick. So, as you hear in that video we just heard, these are the globalists that have declared war. That's why all the so-called truth channels get took down immediately. But the rah-rah channels, they go on and on and on. At least until they get too many followers. And if they're not down with the fold, they end up disappearing. Yeah, I talk about the Matrix. Yeah, I talk about the false reality. But the deaths are real. The damage it does to people's lives is real. There's people out here right now that's breaking their back, breaking their neck, thinking that if they do this or do that to become, that they'll become famous and rich and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, you can have those things. Those things will happen. But do you think when we look at those videos and you see those people that's living well off end up with people surrounding their garages attempting to rob them, and those people figuring it out and come out busting at those people, do you think that is pure coincidence? You better know that it's eyes on that person. You see how well they live. See how well they live. For you to think that it's just some thug out there that's camped out looking at these people and they come up with these ideas, man, you got it all. You got the world all backwards. You ever rode through a neighborhood and seen a sign up with the eye on there that say neighborhood watch? You ever seen that? You ever been a part of that? Well, you know, you may have been under the deception of we just trying to help save people's lives and stuff like that, keep people from breaking in houses and stuff like that. You may have been under that deception, but that's the way that the government has always used. And you know it's the government because the stamp of approval is right on the sign. If you see that eye on there, if you see that skull and bone on there, you see anything, you see that pyramid, you know it's them. That's our government. Those are their signs. Those are their symbols. Quit thinking because you've been programmed to see a cross and think Jesus. Quit thinking that. Break that program. Ain't nothing in the world, under the earth, in the sea, nothing to represent Jesus. But, you know, on the other hand, the devil now, he has many signs. He has many names. Many. So, listen. None of the agents on here is going to come out and say, hey, I'm an agent and I'm here to do this or that. They're not going to put the police signal on top of their heads to be seen. They're on here, they're camped out, they see what they see, they do what they do. They have orders at the end of the day. Period. But understand, if you're a person of truth, the global alliances are at war with you. Quit thinking these people weak when they step outside of the masses and speak up and speak out. Quit thinking they hating. You know, people had to find out the hard way about Kwame Brown. I ain't have to find out the hard way. Y'all know what I did? I gave him 4 shows. I gave him 4. And I heard from the grapevine that he was speaking up on some stuff. And I said, oh yeah, Kwame? And y'all know Kwame came through Detroit before his career was over. And when he came through Detroit, at that point, I still believe sports was real. So in a way, he got a special side, like a Isaiah Thomas would. Even though I know their characters, you know, they still got a special place with me. You know, they appeared to be approachable back then. You know, so I gave him 4 shows, and what I did, y'all, was I listened to the shows to see exactly what he was talking about, exactly what he was speaking out about. Because I said to myself, when I heard it, I had to hear it like about 10 times. Thank you. So when I heard it, I didn't pay no attention to it until I kept on hearing it. And I say, I'm going to go ahead and give him a chance. Thank you. So I sat back and listened to what he talking about. And I was waiting to hear, was he saying stuff that was already out here? Or was he bringing something new to the forefront? Is he doing something like Jaguar Wright was doing? See, Jaguar, she wouldn't go too far neither. She went there now. She went out there, but she stayed in a lane. She wouldn't cross the lane. See, that's how you know who these people are. That's how you know if they have the green light to say what they saying. Hear a lot of people talking about Coolio. Well, Coolio just so happened to die when he spoke on breaking away from this, that, and that. Listen, Coolio belongs to them. Coolio has been belonging to them. Just because you seen Coolio, oh, thanks. Just because you seen Coolio on camera in a somewhat mediocre apartment or something like that, that don't mean shit. Quit believing everything you see on TV. Yup. Okay, well, check it out. Conscious Daughter had that for us to check out. Since you think everything on TV is real, let me let somebody, the masses, the masses basically worship at one point. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all that stuff. Yeah, let me let him tell you what I'm talking about now. Maybe you'll understand me a little bit better. Come on, kick in, baby. Come on. Don't play with me right now. Don't play with me right now. Okay, let me learn to you. Come on, y'all.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I haven't looked like this good in years. I've been totally computer generated since like the 90s. You know what? This ain't even real blue screen. It's 2019, y'all. Nothing's real. Whoa, yo, man. This is what y'all be. What did you doing, man? I'm an action hero. If I snatched you, damn it. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Hey, yo, let these motherfuckers know what kind of party they in right now. Party. Check me out. I'm a hologram. Only in LA can I be in two places at the same time. And there's no other place that inspires me more. Home of the best creative minds and storytellers in the world. We got All-Star Games, the Super Bowl, the World Cup, and the 2028 Olympics.
Her Majesty made a high-tech cameo in a parade through London as a hologram of her younger self. The golden carriage is from her coronation 70 years ago.
Once again, that's Conscious daughter with her direction on, you know, the way she's seeing things. And, you know, we tend to be in unison on a lot of things. You know what I mean? So just knowing that a person like me, this is why everybody's not really talking. It's like everybody's trying to protect what they got as if it's really theirs. You know, I know we're given the appearance like what we have is really ours, but it really ain't. It really ain't. The Bible has a situation in it called time and unforeseen occurrence. Time and unforeseen occurrence. You know what that means? That would be like a person walking down the street and a plane falling on them. Like just obliterated. No time to move, no time to die. It's just in the wrong place at the wrong time is what the world like to call stuff like that. Walking down the street and a letter fall on them, or a car just out of nowhere. Time and unforeseen occurrence. But see, the reason our God is so worthy of being worshipped is because he take note of stuff like that. And to us, it looked like a person didn't even have a chance. Oh, he got took out so bad, so young. He didn't even get a chance to live. Oh, he will. He will. Don't worry about that. That's the beauty of our God. And I'm not just making this up. What I just told y'all is in his word. It's in his word. Remember this, y'all. When given instructions to make the ark, only one man was the head of getting the ark made. Out of that one man, 7 other people were saved. Always remember that. Who was those 7 people to that man? It was his family. It was the closest thing to him. His wife, his sons, and their wives. So the closest thing to their sons got saved. Always remember that. And it ain't they was just in the right place. No. It's just the fact that our God, the creator of all things, is awesome. You remember Adam had been to the point where he had probably named everything in the garden. Adam didn't go to God and say, hey man, I'm looking at this animal shacked up with this animal, that animal, taking care of that animal, and like little families, and it's just little old me. You know what I'm saying? Adam didn't do that. The creator seen that in him. He saw it. Probably way before Adam saw it. Well, I'm saying probably. But when the creator saw it, he acted on it. Did he act in a way where he wanted to offend his creation? Or did he want to compliment his creation? And that's why he gave us the woman as a compliment. As a compliment. And together, if the things that seem technical, but the most easiest thing to do, if that's applied, that man and that woman is unstoppable. Just as simple as that. Y'all know how that story is still ongoing, whether y'all know it or not. That Adam and Eve story, check it out. You're a part of that story now. Too bad you didn't know. But that story is still an ongoing saga. Where you know how we be, oh, he should have did this and I would have been like that. Yeah. See, you're living in a part where you show what you gonna do. Ain't no pointing the fingers. You did enough finger pointing. Now what you gonna do? That's where we at now in history. And we in a blessed time too. You think the people that walk with Christ was in a blessed time? We even at a more blessed time, because we hear what they call the second coming, and we're living what those prophets and what those apostles was prophesying about. We're living in that time period. You know what they probably would have done to be where we at right now? To see it all play out. We're here. You remember the Poltergeist movie back in the day? When little one said, we're here. You know, when the movie gets spooky, we're here. And what you gonna do about it? Yeah, I heard if I was Cain, if I was able, yeah, all that fine and dandy. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What piques your interest the most? The woman, the devil, or God? See, the choice is yours. Ain't nobody gonna make you do nothing. The choice is all yours. And I left with 3, or your computer, or your car, or your success, your lifestyle, your fame, or God. Which piques your interest the most? Which one you like serving the most? And don't forget numero uno, yourself. Which God you like serving the most? Christ had already told you. The Most High told you in the Old Testament. Christ already told you can only have one God. You can only slave for one master. Well, who your master? And I ain't saying you got to answer me right now. I'm just saying in your life, that's what you're living. You ain't never see Christ chase no nigga down the street when he came through and he was doing his thing and niggas walked away and, threw their hands up. Oh, no. You ain't never see Christ chase that nigga down the street and try to make him listen. He kept doing his thing, right? Well, don't expect nothing like that now. Don't expect it now. My grandma was an atheist. My boy stepped to me, man. And I called my boy now because, he learned from that moment. My grandma was an atheist. She just died a week ago. It ain't funny, but when faced with these kind of questions, you supposed to be intimidated, sort of. You feel me? So, she just died a week ago. You telling me she going to hell? And I told the brother like this here. I say, first of all, what is hell? You know, what people go burn, this, that, and the other. I say, okay, now, first of all, that version of hell don't exist in the Bible. Second of all, if your grandma didn't believe in God when she was living, God not gonna make her start believing in him when she dead. So take your pick, which, you know, you choose your own poison, whatever make you feel good. Maybe she escaped that promise, but if she didn't care when she was alive, you know, she's gone now. You know, from what I know, what's in the scripture, you know, from the earth we came, to the earth we return. And when you dead, you dead. The dead is conscious of nothing at all. I think that's Ecclesiastes 9:5. Dead ain't conscious of nothing. No more cares up under the sun. So I just ask you to always remember, when we get to read those Bible stories and we get to point the finger at Samson, how he got crazy over the little snizzit you did. We all look at this. He's a simp, you know. We talk about Samson. We didn't criticize Moses, Cain and Abel, Noah. We didn't criticize all of them, right? Now, for your place in the book, y'all remember that book he was talking about, right? Remember that book? The narrator of the Revelation said, whoever name ain't written in the book won't reach the kingdom. That book. What role you gonna play in that book? You gonna be like Curl, a good for nothing, trying to find his way? Or you gonna be like the masses and say, man, I don't believe in that, man. F that, you know. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't care nothing about all that. It's up to you. Nobody gonna pistol whip you. You ain't gotta worry about that. Ain't nobody gonna dox you if you know, choose the other side. You gotta worry about all that. I just bear witness to these people that be around here talking that talk and don't realize that there's people around here that recognize talk from walk. You know what I'm saying? Some of us been talking all our lives. We know what it looked like. We know what it moves like. It don't move like nothing. CC just talked about it last night. How they be talking about making all these plans to stand up, and when it get time to stand up, these niggas at home playing video game. Talking about I'm on my way. You on the front line a half hour before the meetup time. Niggas still in the bed, man. But see, the Most High told you, don't put your faith in earthly man. Don't put your faith in earthly man. That's why when we start putting when Christ was walking here on earth, when we start trying to praise him and stuff like that, he kept on deflecting that praise to his Father. He said, none of this possible without my Father. Dude walked up on him and said, good teacher. He said, no one is good but my Father. Deflected it at all costs because he know none of it is possible without his Father. He was trying to introduce the most intimate part of his Father to us, to give you an insight on why he feels so close to him. why he was able to do what he was able to do. He was trying to give us an inside perspective of that. Some of us heard, but the majority of us didn't. What you gonna do though? 2022, October 7th, from here and beyond, what you gonna do? Because the devil about to do his thing. Devil about to do his thing. I know y'all seen the gas prices. I'm glad I seen them going up like a couple weeks ago. But we talked about it yesterday, and it's something going on. I still ain't looked into it. But here they go with another excuse to raising gas prices up. And I made a prediction, an assumption, a prediction. I said that they're about to make gas so high where only a certain class of people gonna be able to afford it. That's my prediction. The reason I said that is because almost in every, I can't really consider Detroit scum city no more, because they're doing a lot of renovations everywhere. So let's say this, every hood across the nation have been getting bike lanes and bike laws and stuff like that put in their streets all through the hoods and all this stuff. So I figure they doing that for a reason, and that's like one of the reasons. Like only a certain class is gonna be able to ride like people riding today. That's what it's gonna eventually get to. Because now, from what they was telling us, that the diesel fuel, they cutting the trucks pipeline, or should I say, cutting their routes off, stopping them from going so far or whatever. We're gonna look further into it, but as of right now, why wouldn't they do this? Why wouldn't they? I do got something I wanted to bring to your attention from a good buddy of mine called Mag Bitter Truth. And again, the brother only hitting the tip of the iceberg, okay? He ain't even really going down through there. But the brother pointing out some real obvious stuff that we ought to know. It's like, how are we believing this stuff they relaying on us? How do we trust these people? Let me show y'all, man. Let me present this to y'all. You know, hey, you know, it's what I signed up for, to be straight up with you. I almost lost my life from doing treacherous stuff. So when it comes to putting these bars down on this truth, we're gonna do this at all costs. You know. Let me see, can I get this for you? Oh, that's one I want to show y'all too. Hold up. I didn't know I went that far back. No, hold up. Bear with me, y'all. There you go.
Back on again. Now, we go get into the so-called FBI briefing that you see right here on the so-called attack on the Capitol. We go see what they're talking about on CNN, as you could see right there, and they show you the eagle right there. Yes, it's satanic shit right here. Freemason at work, and they never miss on the time. 3:15 for your 3 6s. Let's get into this bullshit right here and see what they're talking about.
Good afternoon. I'm Stephen D'Antuono, Assistant Director in Charge of the Washington Field Office of the FBI. And I'm here to provide a quick update on the FBI's activities since the violence and destruction.
That don't make no sense. Since when the FBI updating people with their investigation? It's nothing but crap, people. You ever hear the FBI be that open? No, people. They sneak around, ask questions, force people to tell them shit, and then they come for the people or go for the people who they want. You understand? They don't come and announce shit. That's not how they work. This is trash.
Last week, The FBI is quite familiar with large-scale, complex, and fast-moving investigations. We are up to the challenge. As Director Ray says, the FBI does not do easy.
Yeah, the FBI is not too easy. I guess you come to pull on your own chain. Give the FBI credit for what? Move the fuck on. It's
Clear.
bullshit.
The brutality the American people watched with shock and disbelief on the 6th would not be
And
tolerated.
of course, it happened right on the 6th. So they can keep giving you that number. That's how they do it, people. It's satanic trick.
By the FBI. The men and women of the FBI will leave no stone unturned in
of
this
course.
investigation. Since these events, the FBI has worked hand in hand with the United States Attorney's Office and our law enforcement partners here in DC and across the country to arrest and charge multiple individuals who took part in the destruction.
Wow. All actors, like I don't show you in those videos that I did. They're all actors. They already know them. They're small-time actors. Nobody run up in the Capitol. It's a foolery.
Days, we have opened over 160 case files, and
All
that
called in.
is the tip of the iceberg.
The tip of
The
the
significance
iceberg.
of this
What the fuck is
investigation
an
is not
iceberg?
lost on us. This is a 24/7, full-bore,
Yes,
extensive
24 number 6.
operation.
You believe them? But extended operation. Don't trust no operation. Government trick for the dumb people. What you think they call a PSYOP? Just an operation they got on the people. Psychological
To
style.
what happened that day. We cannot do our job without the help of the American people.
Let's see how the American
Since our
people
call for
help you.
tips, videos, and pictures,
Wow.
we have received
Bam! This is bullshit. Since you call for tips, videos coming in. Where's the video come from? They come from in the same fucking capital, in the same house. What's wrong with you people? Where is the recording come from of dude with his foot up in the so-called Nancy Pelosi office? Where did it come from? Somebody that break in there, right? And those are the people who give the FBI these so-called tapes and pictures? No, people, it's bullshit. Who was there taking pictures? The same people that invaded, right? Don't be dumb. This is a PSYOP.
more than 100,000 pieces
Bullshit.
of digital
It's
media,
bullshit.
which is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, it's fantastic. Where did you get them from? Who you say send it to you? The regular people got those footage from where? Where they get them from? I can show you the footage from in there. They all come from inside that so-called house. What's wrong, people? Are you kidding me? All the footage come from in there. Who give you the footage as evidence? The people who did it? Move.
And we are scouring every one for
Bullshit.
investigative and
They're
intelligence
lying. It's
leads.
just a show.
We continue to ask for more.
Yes.
If you have information, contact
Where the people supposedly get the information from. You know everybody that was in there. Just a show, like I don't tell you. The police hold off the regular people outside while the actors go on ahead and do what they do. Film the whole thing to show it to the people. And for some reason, I don't know how they do it, they turn it into a racist thing. All of a sudden, these black people feeling the pressure. What happened? It's nothing but bullshit. The people's attacked the Capitol, meaning they got something to do with black people and race. I told you, man, this is dumb shit for the people. Just division scheme. I know you buy it, I don't understand.
1-800-CALL-FBI
Or call
or submit
FBI.
photos
Bullshit.
and videos
Where the
to
picture supposed to come from?
FBI.gov/US Capitol, that's Capitol with an O.
Wow, this is bullshit.
I want to
Capital
stress
with
that
a
the
hole.
FBI has a long memory and a broad reach.
Get your ass out of
Agents
here.
and our
Like I
partners
say,
are on the streets
bragging.
investigating leads, not only here in the DC area,
If you got such broad lead, why you fucking with the people? I need them to send you photos. Get the fuck out of here. Use your broad reach and leave the people alone in the PSYOP.
also across the country through the FBI's 56 field offices.
56 number
So even,
11.
like I've said before, even if you've left DC, agents
Bullshit.
from our local field offices, we knock in on your door if we find out that you were part of the criminal activity at the
Oh,
Capitol.
really?
But before we do this is your opportunity to come forward,
Wow.
as several individuals who were involved in Wednesday's riots have done.
Of course they
volunteer.
come forward. That's where you get the videos from. Those are the same people that was in there record the whole thing. Who you think you're fooling?
About their participation.
Bullshit.
In the weeks leading up to the January 6th rally, the FBI worked internally with every FBI field office to ensure that we were looking for any intelligence that may have developed about potential violence during the rally on January 6th.
Wow, they know people. It's a script. You never understand. The whole thing is scripted to fuck with the masses. The people is just dumb. They follow everything on TV. Of course, they go fuck with you in the
We
pandemic.
developed some intelligence that a number of individuals were planning to travel to the
bullshit.
DC area
All
with
bullshit.
intentions to cause violence. We immediately shared that information and action was taken.
I don't know people, but nobody wasn't gonna do that. I'm telling you right here, as a man, There was nobody that got so concerned about the whole fucking bullshit that they sell you with the election, gonna let you walk up in the so-called Capitol House and go so-called cock up in the office and to go try to get the people that's voting. It's nothing but bullshit, people. You're kidding me? Trying to get the people that count in the so-called electoral votes? No, people, that's trash. 100%. And I said, if the people is for Donald Trump, why would they stop the damn count? It's only gonna go in their favor if it turned over. You understand what I'm saying, people? This is bullshit for the dumb masses.
Illustrated by the arrest of Enrique Tarrio by the Metropolitan Police Department the night before the rally. Other individuals were identified in other parts of the country, and the travel subsequently disrupted.
Wow, all bullshit.
The FBI receives enormous amounts of information and intelligence.
If y'all was that good, you would have stopped the people from going there, because you're just talking like you already received some tips and you're already up on it. Why let it happen then? Y'all full of shit and you're still taking credit and you have a long reach and a long memory. Move.
And our job is to determine the credibility and viability of it under the laws and policies that govern FBI investigations. We have to separate the aspirational from the intentional and determine which of the individuals saying despicable things on the internet are just practicing keyboard bravado or they actually have the intent to do harm.
They just want to censor the people. That's it. They want to censor the masses. That's what they're doing. Yes. So all of a sudden, they tell you that they censor Donald Trump for one reason. Because they can't censor no fucking president. It's a puppet. And they're the one who put them on. They don't censor them. They just use them to fuck with the dumb people, feeling like you and them is the same. They're doing that to Donald Trump, censoring him. They just want to censor you. Just remember that shit. If he gets censored, why not you?
Latter. We work diligently to identify them and prevent them from doing so.
Move your ass from around
As
here.
offensive
Why
as a
you let
statement-
that happen? That's a fucking the capital. Why would you let them do that? You're full of shit. You so-called gather information and the shit still go down. You're full of shit.
Can be. The FBI cannot open an investigation without a threat of violence or alleged criminal activity.
No investigation. Go stay there and lined up, just like you always do when you get a tip. What do you mean? You can't get some police? You can get your local police to go stand up down there then and make sure nobody get in the capital. It's garbage. And you're in there counting important shit like electoral votes, so-called, to decide the president and no security there. You gotta be kidding me. This is garbage.
However, when that language does turn to a call of violence or criminal activity, the FBI is able to undertake investigative action. And in this case, we have no indication.
Why you need a script to tell the masses what about the FBI and what y'all do? You get your head shine up real good with some butter, come in here fooling the dumb masses. And I told you, the FBI is here to protect money. I told you already, they're the one who control the money. They only here if you violate money. You understand? If you're a big drug dealer that eating different from where they tell you to go, they give you a track to walk in. And if you go out of that track and try to get money easy, then the FBI gonna come in because they're responsible for the money. That's what they're there to guide and protect. Just remember, I tell you.
Information was linked to any specific person.
Yeah, you go show
but
up.
this is a matter of an online discussion. This information was immediately disseminated through a written product and briefed through our command post operations to all levels of law enforcement. Part and parcel of our investigation into violent actors is the fact that we continue.
Violent actors, they're nothing but actors, and he's one of them too. He also an actor. Just remember that when they go call him out, they call his name, and they use actor before his name. Just remember, I tell you, acting.
Gather intelligence that will aid in our ability to disrupt possible future violent activity.
Yes, really.
Suffice it to say, we are leveraging our relationships with federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, using our tools at our disposal to find and bring everyone involved in last week's criminal activity to justice.
Wow.
I'm now going to turn over
Why
to
did you let it happen? Are you the FBI? You know everything that's going on, so-called. Wow.
Acting U.S. Attorney Michael Sherman.
Let's see who else on there.
All right, thank you, Steve. I think I mentioned
this one got a little bit of hair on, or with some black spot. I don't understand. They look weird. Both of them. Look at him. You can't even see his eyes, his cringy eyes on the people. What you think? He blinded by the lights? Get out of here. This is trash for the dumb people.
that, just to begin, I think the scope and scale of this investigation in these cases are really unprecedented, not only in FBI history, but probably DOJ history, in which essentially the Capitol grounds outside and inside are essentially a crime scene. And a scale in which we have literally thousands of potential witnesses, and a scenario in which we're going to have,
need witnesses?
I believe, hundreds of
You need witnesses for a fucking TV show? You know everybody that's in there. You know every participant, every actor is in there. You know them. It's a TV show. That's all they do to ruffle the feathers of the masses. They even want the black people to feel bad about it. Say they attack them because they hate black people. That's why they run up in the fucking house. The people just stupid on
cases,
earth, man.
both filed with our local courts, the Superior Court, and through the federal court system. So just to frame things, the enormity of this investigation is going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort, and this is not going to be solved overnight.
Wow.
It's not going to be solved within the coming weeks. It's not going to be solved within the coming months. This is going to be a long-term investigation. And rest assured, the Bureau, the Department of Justice, all the U.S. attorneys across the United States that are assisting these investigations, everyone is in for the long haul.
Wow.
So that being said, let's turn to the numbers that Steve referenced. And the numbers are going to geometrically increase. So as we sit here now, literally days after this event happened, we have already opened 170, more than 170 subject files, meaning these individuals have been identified as potential persons that committed crimes on the Capitol grounds, inside and outside. So of those 170 cases that have already been opened, and I anticipate that's going to grow to the hundreds in the next coming weeks, we've already charged over 70 cases. And again, that number, I suspect, is going to grow into the hundreds. So what are the types of cases we initially charged?
And I told you the last video I do, they said they got 80 people. Now he said 70. Okay.
I think there's some misconceptions, and I want to clarify some of those misconceptions, because given the enormity of the actors we saw both inside and outside.
You hear what he say again, people? He say actors. I'm done. They keep refer to them as actors. What you telling me? That's how the FBI talk? No, they're real actors. I try to tell you that. And the FBI right here, this fucker right here, tell you they're actors, crisis actors, playing with the dumb fools.
Capitol, the range, given the enormity of the actors we saw both inside and outside the Capitol, the range of criminal conduct is really, I think, again, unmatched in any type of scenario that we see in the FBI or the DOJ. We're looking at everything from simple trespass to theft of mail to theft of digital.
Theft of mail, they're playing with the people. You're not getting it. It's a joke. Something they used to ruffle you in the fucking pandemic for the uprising. And they keep telling you on the day of inauguration for the fucking faker they call Joe Biden. Yes, they tell you that they already got all the martial laws and everything get ready. Police getting ready, soldier getting ready to hold off people. You never know what they're gonna pull off that day. They might just wanna arrest the people that walking out on the street. Anywhere that close to there. You understand what I mean? That's what they got going on. They have that shit ready. So watch and see what kind of show they go put on for you again.
Devices with inside the Capitol to assault on local officers, federal officers, both outside and inside the Capitol, to the theft of potential national security information or national defense information, to felony murder, and even civil rights excessive force investigations.
Wow, you hear that? Civil rights, excessive force. What that got to do with civil rights? I already told you they're playing with your mind with this bullshit right here. It's never happened. Just a show.
Just the gamut of cases and criminal conduct we're looking at is really mind-blowing. And that has really put an enormous amount of work on the plate of the FBI and field office throughout the entire United States.
Bullshit, people.
So
now the FBI taking credit. They have to do a whole lot of work. It's trash.
Let's look at those initial cases. And again, I want to clarify some misconceptions. When criminal conduct occurs, we try to obviously charge people as soon as possible. So the way, looking just at the federal system, we'll try to do that via criminal complaint. So when these actors left the Capitol...
He said actors again. Wow. Okay, then. Okay. All right, man.
Individuals as defendants... Obviously, the impetus, the marching orders by federal law enforcement
if you say that shit again,
fix,
man,
and charge these individuals as fast as possible. So the prosecutors from the DC U.S. Attorney's Office, we look for the most simple charge we could file as quick as possible. So therefore, the initial charges filed in these cases, a lot of them were misdemeanors. They were trespass cases. However, those cases were opened on those initial charges. We also had several firearms charges. We also had several felony charges that were opened with assault and battery, illegal felonious possession of weapons. However, I want to clarify a misconception. This is only the beginning.
This is just an actor, people. You see how he moving his damn eyes and looking at the people. Look at him. Are you kidding me? Wow.
So after these criminal charges are filed via criminal complaints, that allows law enforcement across the United States to arrest people from Dallas to Arkansas to Nashville to Cleveland to Jacksonville.
People. That is a reason why they're not from DC. I already told you. Nobody gonna know them. They all actors.
That's what's happened over the past several days. It's really quite incredible. Now, after
Watch
those
his hand sign, people. Watch his hand sign, and you can see that he's full of shit.
Now,
there you go. That's the 666 right there. You can tell it's a big old deceiver. Is it a real FBI agent? It's a masked up character. Move.
after those charges are filed, then we have the ability to then indict these individuals on more significant charges, and that's exactly what has happened. For example, yesterday, again, only days after this event happened, we had the grand jury in the District of Columbia up.
All
It
bullshit.
was booked throughout the entire day, and,
Yes.
and for several hours
With 80
on hour,
people,
prosecutors in our
70
office
people.
presented felony cases, significant felony cases related to civil disorder, related
Civil
to
disorder.
the possession of destructive devices,
Wow.
related to the possession of
Destructive devices. What? A bomb? Get out of here. Why would you come in the name of the FBI talking this garbage to the people? I told you, man, they take us for dummies. They think everybody in the world is supposed to be at one dumb level. Wow, the bitter truth people escape from the pack.
semi-automatic
Bam.
weapons that are illegal to possess in the district. So again, I just want to clarify that the initial charges
You
we're
didn't
filing,
clarify shit.
some of these misdemeanors, these are only the beginning. This is not the end.
Get
so
out
what
of
are we
here.
looking at
But
down
they're charging people for misdemeanor. The regular people that show up out there, they charge them talking about they break the curfew. And you didn't charge the fucking people that was inside the building. You're full of shit. Get out of here. They're all actors.
here. So in terms of what we're looking at is the initial
Who you
charges.
charge for misdemeanor? Because if you're inside the building, that's a felony. That's a felony trespass. Anybody that was so-called in the building, so-called, you don't even have to break shit. Once you enter into the building, you never was invited in there. You just walk up in the building. No, the building was closed. They was so-called counting votes in there. That's a federal charge. So what you trying to tell me? Why the federal government come charging people for misdemeanor? What kind of federal government come out to charge misdemeanor charges? It's trash, people. Are you kidding me? The FBI don't come out till they gather all the information, then they come pick up the people. That's how they do it.
With the zip tie guys, the munchers,
Get out of here. You're full of shit.
The Brocks that were arrested on the house floor with
Get
zip
out of
ties,
here.
rifling
Bullshit.
through the house
All
floor.
bullshit.
People are familiar with online. They see the Barnetts and Johnsons who were literally
You see?
rifling through
You
Pelosi's
see?
office and
You see, he know their name, people. I already told you, he disguised them. He's actors. That's all they are. Disguised actors. They're fake. All of them is.
items, stealing materials.
Listen, look at his face.
Mail, and sometimes even personal mementos.
Wow.
So those are the cases the public's familiar with. They're familiar with those
Wow.
cases because of social media.
You see, the public familiar with it because of social media. What I don't tell you, people, they're the one who doing it. They control the whole fucking social media. What I don't tell you with FB and the I with the Instagram. What I don't tell you, they own the whole thing. They could never come out and tell you that it's the CIA bring you the damn Facebook. Are you kidding me? They arrest millions of people on that shit, committing crime and advertise it right there, and didn't know it's the FBI, the Secret Service own that shit. Just remember that shit, people. Don't let them fool you. They own the social media. They're the one who make video go viral. Watch them right here.
The public isn't familiar with
Yes,
is that
they're the one who do it.
FBI working with the U.S. Attorney's offices across the country, and the crux of those being in
Yes,
D.C., we're looking at significant felony cases tied to sedition and conspiracy.
You see
Just
that?
yesterday, our
Conspiracy. I told you, people, this is not how the FBI work in real life. This is garbage. They bring this shit on CNN. This is a joke. Wow, Comedy Central style. Bam.
organize a strike force of very
strike
senior
force.
national security prosecutors and public corruption prosecutors. Their only marching orders from me are to build seditious and conspiracy charges related to the most heinous acts that occurred in the Capitol. And these are significant charges that have felonies with prison terms of up to 20 years.
Yes,
In
bullshit.
addition to that,
You're
we're looking
fumbling.
at taking a priority with cases in which weapons were involved and cases in which destructive devices were involved. As people know through news
He
reports,
mentioned destructive devices. He full of shit, people.
there were pipe bombs found outside
Pipe
the
bomb.
Capitol.
Wow, pipe bomb find out the Capitol. There you go, people. You believe them? So somebody just come with a pipe bomb and left it there and didn't explode it. Wow, the people just dumb to believe the
The
news.
ATF is working on that. Metro Police is working on that. FBI is working on that to find that individual or individuals who planted those devices.
Wow.
So,
For what?
in
Why did
addition
they
to-
plant those devices? It never blow up.
just those rogue cases we're looking at, we're going to focus on the most significant charges as a deterrent, because regardless of if it was just a trespass in the Capitol or if someone planted a pipe bomb, you will be charged and you will be found. In addition to that, we've also focused on an emphasis on assaults and batteries on police officers, both federal officers and local MPD officers that were assaulted. And as the days go on, there's going to be more social media, and people will recognize that in some instances, NPD and Capitol Police were in open-handed combat with some of these persons inside the Capitol, where
this is 100% bullshit, people. Just a fucking actor right here on screen fucking with the people. I'm not going no more in it. He already tell you that they're all actors fooling the dumb masses. Don't buy into nothing that they show.
Well, he didn't hesitate on repeatedly calling the offenders, the criminals, actors, the perpetrators. He called them actors. So, you know, I try to put, you know, people up on game about the crisis actors that, you know, are recruited and hired actually online, you know, where I seen the application at. And some of these people, or should I say some of the masses, have real keen eyes. There are some channels out here. I don't know if they got, you know, took down or what, but took multiple pictures of the same actors at different events, you know. So, you know, and also some of these crisis actors have admitted to being at, you know, past crisis. So it's like, you know, you can't make this stuff up, man. I'm not the guy that's trying to just, you know, throw somebody up under the bus or speak bad on somebody. I'm trying to show you from the horse's mouth what they think about us. And as you can see, they don't think very much about us. They're actually upset that some of us see through the smoke screen. And as you can see, the word that they made up, conspiracy theorists, they call facts conspiracy theories. Now, let's just say, let's put myself in a position of somebody that's outstanding and true. Will I go to war with people that's trying to prove me to be a fraud if I'm true? Would I need any type of defense in the way I walk and the way I talk, or would I need any of that? No. Would you? Why? Why wouldn't I? Because my actions will speak for me. My actions will speak for me. I don't have to parade and go back and forth with nobody unless we're talking on a particular topic. Then we can go back and forth that way. But just to wage war with people that's pointing out things that don't look right and don't sound right, that don't sound crazy to y'all? That don't sound crazy? They created in 1968 the term conspiracy theorists. Your government created that term because people was looking at the JFK thing. They wonder why only no news coverage was out there. They start asking questions like, how is this private camera the only camera that caught a glimpse of what happened out there? So when people start asking the questions, they stop trying to defend. What they did was create a word, and they put it out there, and their people made sure that that word stuck and was labeled to anybody that pointed out some obvious flaws. You name them conspiracy theorists, people just automatically, oh yeah, that's one of them, you know, one of them religious freaks or Illuminati freaks, and, you know, conspiracy theorists. just automatically label you somebody crazy. And it worked. Everything they do worked. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. They make sure it's ran through a computerized construct before they put it out here. See, they was using computers way before they told you about computers. Understand that part. They don't care. Okay? When they call us goy, they don't call us goy just based off how they deceive us and what they use us for. They program us to the point where we're satisfied with believing lies. Just like that sheep know good and well is going to the slaughter. But because its master keep on holding that carrot in front of them, keep on holding that food in front of them, telling them to come on, come on, that sheep just keep on going. Knowing what's going on, knowing it just seeing hundreds, maybe thousands walking that same walk. But the sheep just keep on following, keep on eating on up the trail. So don't be mad, don't be mad at us that like to point things out, man. I don't like seeing people hurt. If I see you about to get ready to fall in a hole, I ain't gonna just look at you so I can laugh. I'm gonna try to stop you. I can't stop you. I'm gonna turn my back. I'm gonna turn my head so I won't see the destruction. That's just me. It wasn't always like that, but that's the way it is today. That's the way it is today. So if I can put the awareness out there, if I can say, hey, man, watch out for this, man. These people don't care nothing about you. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to do it. And y'all see, the rulers are at war with people like me. I take pride in it because I could have lost my life a long time ago doing something like poisoning my people. You know what I'm saying? I could have lost my life doing that, but I was blessed enough to get to a point where I can see through the machinations of Satan's world. And I was, delivered from that. I figured the Most High seen something in me that was worth saving, or somebody prayed for me one. Take your pick. But I'm here to talk about my flaws. I'm here to talk about where I went wrong, why I went wrong, and why I'm trying to get right. That dream that they fed us, that we thought was an actual factual, ain't really what it is. That's all I'm trying to bring out. While we striving and breaking our necks to live comfortable. A lot of us at war. We ain't got time to live comfortable. We ain't got time. We're not trying to be comfortable. I hear a lot of people talk down on us people that don't have nothing. But I like to use a term for y'all that I ain't really used. I like to use a term on how I'm going out. See, I know a dude named Larry, right? And Larry never had nothing. Never really cared to have nothing. The thing Larry cared about, man, listen to some good music and have him a drink, eating some good food. Simple shit, right? Oh, old Larry, sad old Larry, at least that's the way people looked at him. Ain't got nothing. All them people that had something way more than him, that looked down on him, looked at him like he was just a little stool pitch, and guess what? They dead and gone. And guess what? Larry's still here. So I ask you, do you want that fame, that glory, that live comfortable? Or do you want to live? You want to spend a few years on this earth looking down at your contemporaries, feeling good, spotting the shade, several houses, a little money to burn because you took care of your business. You handle your business. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just get what you got from, people getting it to you. You got it from the mud. You understand? So you enjoying the fruits of your labor. You earned the right to do that if that's what you want to do. But I ask you, would you rather live if you had a choice? Would you rather live way longer than you expected to? Or would you like to be comfortable for a lot shorter time period? Hey, Mary Jane, what's going on? Morning to you. Boy, Curl got him a nice little nasty old piece of rest last night. Woke up real hungry. I still ain't ate nothing yet because I was coming down to make me some eggs and some bacon, but I ain't see no American cheese, so I threw the idea of me making some eggs away. Need me some American cheese on my eggs. I got some Swiss, some white cheddar, but I need some of that, that old school, what you call that? Focus hope, pretend, wanna be. Yeah. But other than that, y'all, that's all I'm trying to do. Nothing special, not to me. What be special to me is when a person, take what I'm putting out there and try to prove it wrong. Because that's what I did. See, I ain't got no problem with admitting that I was a stargazer. That I, got caught wishing on a star. Hoping I'd be like this, wanting to turn off like that. I ain't got no problem with telling you, admitting to it. I ain't got no problem. But, at the end of the day, I realized, man, there's a power in this world. I always hear about the power God felt, but you never really hear about that other power. See, you can't believe in the devil and not believe in God, and you can't believe in God without believing in the devil. Let me help you understand what I mean by that. If you believe that the devil exists, then you know what the devil is. He's a spirit. So if you got an ever hateful spirit, you always have to have the opposite if you believe in the devil, because that's what the devil preaches. He preaches duality. And if you believe in God, God definitely makes you aware of the devil. So it ain't no you believe in this, you can't believe in that. No. No. You can't stand on no fence now. You gotta pick one or the other. And you can't once you believe in one, you can't say you don't believe in the other. It goes to a point whether you cling to one and don't cling to the other. That's what it boils down to. Because Christ already let you know what his pop's talking about. And he ain't no double, you can't double date with him. Ain't no multiple relationships with him. You either with him or you're not. But hopefully somebody up to entertain me for a little while. I'm going to go back to my archives and get a few other things to try to bring to the forefront and break down for you guys in the near future. I'm going to finally try to get me something to eat a little nasty piece of something to eat off in me. And I'm gonna check back with y'all later. You did. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. You understand? I hope that your day be fruitful, very successful. And if you can, you know, stay in God's keep. Don't do nothing to nobody you don't want nobody to do to you. All right? Peace.